Okay, so came Resi back for another video. I just want to come down here and actually come outside and give my take on this. So I actually I was born in Pittsburgh, PA. Did a lot of bouncing around. My mom wasn't ever settled. Used to live with my great grandma. Coming, starting out in the bird, hopping off the porch. And my mom bounced around, ended up moving up north, because that's where her family from. My dad's family from down here. Then she, for some reason, bounced around up there. Then tried to go to North Dakota. Then my grandparents who were up there, actually on my dad's side, brought us back. And then we went to high school up there. So, but it was not in Butler, but it was near Butler. So it was in between a place called Butler and Clarion. So I'm gonna shed some light on this for you of how that northern area up there works. Because these city women here in Pittsburgh, the white women in Pittsburgh, and actually a lot of country girls now from up north, would actually smack the shit out of prejudiced people because they're dating a lot of black guys. So they stand up for us more than we do ourselves. Like, they don't like that shit. A lot of my biracial kids, they don't like. They be flipping out. They go off before we go off. So, which is good, because that makes a mama bear. You know your children, if they're biracial, they'll be safe, protected, because that woman is not going to let that shit happen. She'll die or go to prison before she lets you disrespect her man or her kids, let alone herself. So that's a great thing. Now, thing about that little area up there, right? Butler is there's a lot of prejudice. So you can ask anybody that was around me before the shooting with Trump happened, and I don't give a fuck. They can investigate me for saying this, but I told them, and I don't even know dude or nothing about dude or what happened, but I told the people around me, friends and family, I said, yeah, Trump doing the same thing that JFK and Lincoln and all them, trying to get back on the gold standard, trying to bring everything back to the U.S. and the control of us and our people, so we can control our own destinies in America, everything made in America and all that. That goes into a lot of the true law. Like, there's law of the land, law of the sea, goes into a lot of that, which is why actually the war happened with Germany, really is because the U.S. ran out of debt. Like, I'm trying to tell people this, they ran out of funds and they were in debt. So then they made us, you and I, the assets for the Federal Reserve to hold in collateral. Like when your house was up for collateral, the bank's holding it. That's what happened. The Federal Reserve is a bank. So you and I are the collateral to that bank for the U.S. So basically, I said, man, Trump doing all the same thing. A lot of shit's gonna change. All this wrong shit that's been done happening to people is gonna get overturned. Not to say that he's only helping black people, but he's about to do a lot that's gonna change a lot for black people, and they don't want it to happen. They don't want that shit to happen. So here's the real truth of it, right? And I told the people around me, I said, man, with all the stuff Trump's doing, if he get back in office, or he win these primaries and he go to fucking try to get back in office, I was like, yo, they gonna try to kill Trump. Next thing you know, a couple days later, they try to kill this motherfucker, man. Try to kill this nigga. And I was telling people, this is what they gonna do just based off of history. So here's the thing about people, it's like, Trump's racist, Trump's this. Trump didn't make that rally happen down at he said it was good people for standing up for their rights, not because they was trying to tear up the Capitol building this shit. He said they was good people because they standing up for rights. They standing up against the tyrants that run the country. A lot of them people down there wasn't prejudiced. A lot of the people don't know. That's the narrative they spin. That's what they give us. Trump is an equal opportunist. There was something called the White Dragons, right? Not no like the prejudiced fucking guy in the whatever, the Klan. Trump was a part of this organization long ago. They must have got rid of his interview, but I remember it, where he openly stated that he was a part of an organization that's setting out to get rid of the hatred and racism, and to this was in like the 90s or some shit, to get to it was to they were a society trying to equalize America and give everybody opportunities. Right, so this is what happens. So people don't know this. Butler is a very prejudiced area. It's very, very, very prejudiced. It has not, the roads are paved over dirt. The paved roads are paved over dirt roads from way back in the motherfucking horse and buggy days. You know, wagon trail, mountain trails and shit. And they have not changed since. Everything is ran by the old families of the town. There is no new blood. They don't like any fresh blood in their systems or organizations. Everybody knows everybody. It's a small-knit community, tight, close community. There's just as many police, just as many as they got police things out there, like barracks and SWAT places, like where they hide the SWAT shit. They got just as many Klan fucking meeting spots. And one particular place where I knew about because of running around with some friends that I went to high school with was a place it was in a place called Shakura. It was a bar and they had a back room where the motherfuckers would go have meetings and shit. So, like, and that's why. I no doubt the dude that did the shooting, I guarantee you, was either from like Eau Claire, West Sunbury, North Washington. This is all Montauk School District, Karn City School District, like Shakura, Bruin, East Brady, or Evans City, Zillion Opal area, which is like a place called Seneca Valley School District. If he wasn't from those, then he was from a place called Knox School District, which is South Butler area called like what is that town called? Yeah, Saxonburg and Sarver, all that. If not, then he was most definitely for sure from the Butler School District, and I guarantee you it was East Butler, Fennelton type area. Okay? Butler Township. I'm telling you this because these are areas where the Butler clan is heavily involved. A lot of farming communities. People that run the fucking county live outside of the fucking... Even Slippery Rock has a little bit of this too. But the thing about Slippery Rock is they got a lot of black college students because it's trying to be diverse there. So it's really dying out there. But it's a lot in those other areas. And these motherfuckers, they don't want any change. And I always was to tell people, if anything's going to start with this country starting like going down civil war or anything, it's going to start right here in Butler. And not only I said that, even the people that grew up there that know that there's prejudice there, they'll tell anybody of color that goes to jail there, "Dawg, bro, you got your case in the wrong county. You don't want to come here." Because there's this area called Cranberry. And people think Cranberry is part of Butler County or part of Allegheny County. It's not. It's part of Butler County. They Cranberry did this thing where they want to diversify themselves, and they try to separate themselves from Butler County because they don't want. There's actually a lady that grew up in a prejudiced lifestyle that's trying to run around teach people that's the wrong way to go, and she learned that's the wrong way to go. Cranberry's trying to separate themselves from Butler County at this very moment that I'm speaking. They filing paperwork and trying to get away from the fucking county. So people go to this Cranberry, thinking they're in Allegheny, catch a case, go to Butler, and then find out that's not the place to be, bro. They come from Ohio, going across and New York and West Virginia and all these states, going across through the highway, get cases. And people tell these people, like, don't come here. Do not come here. This is not the place to be. It's not a place for black people. I'm not gonna lie. I grew up here. It's very racist, prejudice here. And they'll tell you straight up. And, like, I'm cool with people, but they're addicts. But they'll even say their parents blame everybody else for their addiction that they need to work on and control. But they'll blame black people. There's been DAs that said we don't want your client, or they told a parent, that's what they tell attorney, or we don't tell a parent we don't want your son or daughter, and they'll say we want the N-words that are bringing the drugs here. Little do they know their own fucking community selling drugs to themselves. Like, they go to fucking Youngstown, go get shit, bring it back, sell it to themselves. It's like, bro, I'm telling you. And that's why the real reason the hit was done on Trump. I'm gonna tell you right now, hands down, because that's the way Butler is the way Butler rolls. They know what he's about. By the time he's done, they're gonna be the criminals out there with all their constitutional violations that are being looked into. And Trump's that dude. He'll go in, he'll look into some shit like that, and he's not doing the shit that they thought he was going to do. See, they thought he was prejudiced. When they found out he wasn't racist or prejudiced, and they seen that he was actually going for people that were and getting rid of all these, he ain't going to let AI take all of our jobs. He ain't going to let people from overseas and Mexico come up here and take our jobs. He going to let the Americans have their own jobs, train these people in prison and release them, and give them competitive wages they could survive on. He's gonna get rid of this new Jim Crow era, and that's what they're trying to avoid. That county's biggest moneymaker? Their prison. No other place, not even any other small counties, but that county it is. There's this dude, his name's William Haley. He was on the school board, right? Now he got some child charge with her. I don't know if it's true, but I know that he followed the money and had so many fucking things on that county that he could have got rid of their whole fucking entourage in their political system. And he was going after the criminal, the court system and all that next. And they shut down his Christian nonprofit, all kind of stuff, bro. So that's the real reason. That dude was a product of the Klan member, and the reason why police didn't give a fuck, and the reason why he shot at the police, he found out the police made him the fall guy. I'm gonna tell you right now, the police there are also a part of the Klan, and I know this personally, and I know a lot of people there. I know a hell of a lot of people there. They're a part of the Klan. They're all Klan members, sergeants, all that. As a matter of fact, the sheriff himself, that was sheriff, named Michael Sloop, is a cousin to my baby mom's stepdad. That's how well I know people, man. There, like I'm telling you, I'm so deeply connected. One of the officers was a cousin to my baby mom. Another, like for the city, another, like it's like I'm telling you, I know a lot of people. I'm not gonna say anything. I know a lot of people, man. DAs, judges. I know sex parties they had out there in fucking Cranberry. These all kind of shit, man. Judges be involved, all kind of coke, getting their drugs above the store in Evans City in an apartment from some dude, man. I know a lot of shit, man. These motherfuckers, and I've tried to clean up that motherfucking grimy ass Butler, and tried to get the government to look this way at them and they have done nothing about them at all. So it's about time there's somebody like Trump around that's gonna do something about them. For real, man. So that's all I wanted to say. This needed to be done. I need shit done for all of my violations that have been done to me. Constitutional rights, civil rights. And yeah, so any attorneys want to hop on, Trump has the information. We sent his investigative team the shit whenever I was there. So I don't know what the fuck he need to get. Maybe that's why he's back there. Maybe he's going to look into shit, but he need to look into my shit. So I can guarantee you this dude, like I said, is a product of the Butler County Ku Klux Klan, KKK, and they like to parade or masquerade, I should say, around as what are this called? Militias. Well, militia groups, but they're not they're Klansmen. The head of the Klansman's Dave something. I don't know if it's still him. He might have died, but he the Butler Klan guy. He used to come and get pizza from me when I worked at Vicelli's. Matter of fact, my general manager, before I moved up and shit and ranked at the police shop, knew the guy, lived near him. They're both from East Butler. Like, I know people. I really know about Butler, man. Butler's fucked up. So if you're black, don't go to Butler. Unless you got a whole lot of money and a backing, lawyers, bondsmen on standby, all kind of shit, bro. And you're opening a business, you're buying a house, and you're staying to yourself, and you're not really trying to get to know people. Well, anyway, that's all. King Rezzy. I'll let you later.